everyone, my name is Melissa Bender and this is my workout for today. Today I'm going to take you through a yoga flow. So I'm starting out in a seated position, cross-legged. I'm actually going to bring my right leg over my left leg and then pull my heels in toward my hips. Spine goes up and down from the floor. Weight should be as evenly distributed as possible between both hip bones, so both sit bones shouldn't be leaning to the side. You should feel a stretch in the outside of the hip. Whichever leg is on top, you want to bring your opposite hand around onto your thigh, core pulls in tight, and then twist to look behind you. So I'm going to bring my right hand back and around toward my left butt cheek and look over my shoulder, pulling the core in and gently twisting. Breathe here for a minute. So we're going to warm up all of the muscles of the back and spine before we get into the more active poses. Hold. Bring it back to center. We're going to switch the direction that our legs are crossed. So I'm bringing my left leg on top this time. Again, focus on that nice straight back, core pulls in, weight is evenly distributed. Right hand comes across to left thigh, left arm reaches behind you, look behind you, pull that core in, and breathe. Always make sure you can breathe. You should never be holding your breath in yoga. So hold the twist. As you breathe, see if you can twist a little bit deeper, moving from the waist. And release. We're going to do the other side again. So right leg comes over left. Pull those heels in. Check your sit bones. Even weight distribution. Reach across. And look behind you. Breathing. This time from here, I'm going to put my weight into my right hand, my left hand, and I'm going to push my right hip up toward the ceiling. So the leg that's bent on top is going to lift, stretch that body out. You should feel a really nice stretch through your hip and your IT band. Breathe and hold. If you can, push that hip a little bit higher. Feel a really good stretch. Two more breaths. Lift. And bring it down. Even weight distribution. Lift to the ceiling. Shoulders relax down so your ears and your shoulders don't touch. Push those shoulder blades down your back. Bring it down. We're going to switch legs and do that on the other side. So left leg on top, reach around, do your twist, and breathe. And I always breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. Deepen the twist if you can. Left leg's on top, so you're going to come onto the right hand. Extend into a side plank with that bent leg in front of you. Stretch, look up toward your inner elbow or up toward the ceiling. And breathe. Push that hip up, really feel the stretch right here. And again, shoulder blade and ear, there's space there, it's not touching. Lengthen your neck, push the shoulder blades down into the body. Last breath. Bring it down. Even weight distribution, pull those heels in. Breathe up. and exhale down. From here, we're going to come onto our hands and knees. Pull that core in. We're going to do a little bit of cat-cow. So, cow, your butt reaches toward the ceiling, stomach presses down toward the ground, eyes look toward the ceiling. Cat, you're going to exhale and do a Halloween cat. Arch that back. Cow. And exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Last one. Good. Bring the spine back to neutral. We're going to extend opposite arm, opposite leg. So left leg reaches backward, or right leg reaches backward. Left arm reaches forward. Core pulls in tight. So actively engaging all of the muscles. Push the heel toward the wall behind you. So you're not going up, you're going out. And reach your fingers toward the wall in front of you. Hold. But make sure it's active. Don't just hold the pose. Reach in both directions. And breathe. And then bring it out to each side. Hold. And again, reach in both directions. Reach actively, lift and reach. Stretch it back. And we're going to do the other side. Core pulls tight, always strengthening from the core. Press that heel backward. Fingertips reach forward. Core pulls in and breathe. One more breath. And bring it out to the side actively now. Feel that core working. Keep breathing, no holding your breath. Reach, reach, reach. And bring it back. Good. From here, we're going to go into our plank pose. So, hands are right below your shoulders. Feet, you're on your toes like you are in a push-up. Hold here. Pull the core tight. Look slightly ahead of you. And then keeping the elbows tight to the body, lower. Holding your weight above the ground if you can. And then forward onto the toes. Leaving space between your knees and the ground. Look up at the ceiling. If your body touches down, that's okay. As you practice, you'll be able to get that lift. Look up and breathe. And then roll over the toes. Lifting your butt to the ceiling. Flattening that back. Really push from your palms. Push that back. Backwards and flat, and then press the heels down until you feel a nice stretch in both directions of your body. So stretch from your heels to your hip bones and from the palms to the hip bones. Hips are lifting even though your heels are pressing down. Breathe. From here, we're going to lift the right leg up. Knee facing down to the ground so your hips not open. It's closed, hip and knee facing down. Press that heel down and lift. Bring it in to center. And press it back. Drop the heel. Bring it across your body, hold. Press it back. And same side, right leg to right elbow, hold. And press it back. So come back to your down dog position. Stretch through the back. Lift the left leg this time. Hip and knee facing down. Again, check, don't open. Close the hip. Knee to center, hold. Bring it back. Knee still facing the ground. Drop that heel. Cross your body, hold. Stretch it back. And same side, hold. Bring it back. Down dog to your knees and back to child's pose. So you can rest here at any time during any yoga practice. This is a great resting posture to take a moment to recover in, and then you can continue the flow. From here, I'm actually going to bring my arms back and then sit up, one vertebrae at a time. Fingertips are going to face, or palms are going to face up. Shoulders stay relaxed. Palms come together. Inhale at the top. And then exhale, palms down to the floor, feeling your spine lengthen. One more time. Palms reach up. Inhale, hold at the top. And then exhale, palms down to the floor. From here, we're going to come back into our plank pose. Core pulls tight. Right foot steps forward, or you can walk it forward. Really activate both legs and lift to warrior one. Shoulder blades press down into the back, and you can shift your weight backward a little bit. And then sink forward into it. Feel the difference in how the pose feels as you move your hips a little bit. Back, sink forward. Back, sink forward. And we're going to reach forward, shifting our weight to the front of our body. And lift it. Slight bend in the standing leg. Both knees facing down to the ground. Arms can come out to the side. Hold. Forward. And bring it down. And down. We're going to do the other side, so hands plant. Step back to your plank, hold here for a minute. Core pulled in tight. Step the left foot forward this time. Lift. Breathe. We're going to go back a little bit and then forward. Again, feeling the pose, feeling how your muscles adjust. back. Forward one more time. Then we're going to reach forward, shift the weight, bring that back leg up, slight bend in the forward leg. Hold. Arms can reach out to the side. Hold and breathe. Bring it forward. Actively lifting that back leg. Bring your fingertips down. Step back. Back to plank. Hold here and breathe. We're going to rotate into a right side plank. Breathing. And then we're going to add the lift of the top leg. Hold. Down to center. Rotating to the left side, arm reaches back. Add the lift of the top leg, hold. Rotate back to center and down dog. Press those heels down. Look forward. Walk your feet forward. Forward fold. From here, we're gonna stretch our hands out straight. We'll lift our body to flat back. Hold. Pressing those hips back. So press them back and then reach forward. Press them back. Reach forward. The shift is slight, but you'll feel the difference. Forward fold. Slight bend to both knees. Bring your heels and ankles together, knees together. Press the hips back, core pulls in. We're lifting to chair. Hold. Sink deeper into your chair pose. Press those shoulders down. And breathe. Hands come to prayer position at your chest. And we're going to step our left foot back. Hold here, lift, look at the ceiling, and then we're going to straighten and slightly turn our back leg down at an angle so the back edge of your foot is touching the floor. Hips face forward, so not open, and we're going to flat back, looking forward. Hold. Good. Now we're going to open up the hips. Press our hand down to the ground or onto your shin. But try and really focus. Don't let this top part of your hip fall in. Press it open. And look up at your thumb. Relax the shoulder blade again. None of this. Make space. And breathe. Good. Stretch it out if you can. the stretch to the right. And then lift. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to actually step back to our chair pose. Core pulls in tight. Butt reaches back. Hands come to prayer. We're going to step back with our right foot this time. So step back. Bring your body upright. Really feel your legs and glutes activating. Core pulls in. And then we're going to turn down, straighten, and reach forward. And then we are going to open the hips, pressing it up to the ceiling. And again, find that pose. Look up at your thumb. Breathe. Press the hips open. Feel your muscles actively working. Be aware of what your body's doing. And then we're going to add the stretch. Bend forward into it, open, bend forward into it, the other side, and come up and bend. Good. We're going to step to the front portion of our mat again. Core pulls in, breathe up. Shoulder blades relax, arch back, lift. Swan dive forward, reaching toward your toes. Come up, flat back, come down. Step your right foot or your left foot back, hands plant. And we're actually going to go into our pigeon pose. So from here, we're going to lift and then come down into that hip. So how you want to end is with weight evenly distributed with both hips. Your leg bent in front of you, and depending on how flexible you are, your leg might be out further like this, or it might be in a little bit more. Just depends where you are now. Either way is fine. And we are going to bend forward. Breathe here, relax. We want to make sure we end with a nice stretch for all of our muscles. Breathe. Come up. Look up. Feel that stretch through your back. And we're going to switch sides. So come back to your plank. Left leg comes forward this time. Push back into the hips. Evenly distribute the weight. Find your posture. Breathe. And then come forward. Breathe. Come up, look up at the ceiling. Good. Come back to plank. And we're actually going to sit back on our heels and then roll over. So we get to lay down here. Right leg is going to get pulled into your chest. Hold, stretch through your left leg. So anytime that you're doing something, you want to actively be moving all parts of your body. So point through that toe of the extended leg and pull that leg into your chest. And then we're going to switch. So point through the other leg and pull that leg into your chest. Breathe. We're going to switch again, but this time we're going to do it with straight leg. Pull. If you need a towel or something to hold on to, if your leg doesn't lift that high, that's fine too. Or you can have a slight bend in your leg and then work on eventually getting it straightened. Point through the extended leg. Switch. Point. Bring them both in. We're going to rock side to side for a minute. So feel a gentle massage of your spine. We did some nice twisting to start. We want to make sure our spine stays nice and limber throughout. Good. Now we're going to extend our left leg, pull the right knee into your chest, and take your left hand to the outside of your leg. Press both shoulders into the ground. This is the most important part. Not how far your knee or your hip moves, but the fact that your shoulders stay open and both are pressed to the ground. So keep that right shoulder down even as you twist to the left. And look out over your hand to the opposite side. So your knee is to the left, gaze is to the right. And the right shoulder stays down. And you might find that one side is more limber than the other. That's okay. Hold here. Bring it back in. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So left leg comes in. Press both shoulders down into the ground. Extend the left arm. Plant that shoulder. Don't let it lift. Right hand comes to the outside of your left leg. Twist. Keeping that gaze down. I'm a lot tighter on this side, so with my right leg bent, my knee was on the floor. This side that's not happening, so that just means I need to practice this pose a little bit more. Get this stretch going again. And it'll come. Again, focus on that shoulder, so press it down, even if that means that knee comes up. And breathe. Bring it in. Extend. And our final pose today is Savasana, it should really be the ending pose of any yoga practice. You get to let the floor support your body from your heels, your toes, the backs of your legs, your hips, your arms, your neck and your head. Just feel the ground holding you and supporting you. Let go of any tension. This is the one pose where you're actively aware, but you're not pushing or holding anything. Just kind of take stock of how your body feels and relax. Breathe in through the nose. And exhale. And eventually you want your breaths to take twice as long going out as they do coming in. So inhale, hold, and then exhale. And then sit up. Namaste. Thank you guys very much for joining me for my exercise today. Today was a yoga flow, which I really enjoy doing, and I want to start working in at least once a week a yoga flow. So guys, if you follow my blog, hold me to it, remind me, once a week yoga, it's fantastic for you. So check out the workout breakdown on my blog, as well as every other workout I do, all different types of varieties, recipes, and tips for healthy living at benderfitness.com. There are almost 400 free home workouts, yoga, high intensity interval training, everything I do to get in shape, stay in shape. So I hope to see you there. You guys have a great night. Bye.